If you struggle with social anxiety, you probably have done something I tried in the past, searching different techniques and tricks online on how to handle social situations and how to make things less awkward. And some little tricks, just like being more humorous, make people laugh, how to ease the tension, and you try to practice at home, trying to stick to it, but you probably don't find them very helpful. Which is why today I want to talk about something a little different. Is that why do you feel awkward in the first place? Technically, awkwardness is just an emotion because of something that's happening, something you're experiencing, you're watching, you're hearing, or maybe just a certain topic that you're talking about with someone that's just way outside of your current comfort zone. And they just feel unfamiliar and unacceptable to you. For example, when you meet someone new, you start to have a conversation, and as the conversation goes, somehow the topic gets a little deeper, and maybe you reach something a little more personal, a little more inappropriate, even a little explicit. You might still feel awkward as you talk. And the funny thing is, the other person might start to feel the same way, but not necessarily because of the topic itself, but because they kind of sense or pick up your emotion. It's that they sense that, or they feel that you're feeling uncomfortable about this whole situation. So it's really about the boundaries of your comfort zone. And something might feel extremely awkward to you and even terrifying, but they might be completely normal to me. I could be doing this on a daily basis. For example, I'm filming myself in front of a camera and I'm posting this video on social media in public. Everyone can see it. You know, some people cannot imagine themselves doing that. I know some of my friends gonna see it, but who cares, right? And also I remember last year when I was going to a social event with one of my friends, and we didn't know anybody there before we go. So for my friend, that was her first event like this ever. She'd never been to any of those events like this where she didn't know anyone. It's like a complete stranger social. And then I remember after the event was over, on our way back, my friend was like, oh, that was absolutely terrible. Like, that was so awkward. I can't really imagine how you did that. Like, how do you talk to those strangers like that? I can't really imagine doing what you did, like talk about personal stuff to someone you just met like 2 minutes ago. Right there, I realized this thing back then, at that point, was definitely way outside of her comfort zone, which is normal because that was her first time doing it, right? I remember I had the exact same feeling a couple years ago when I first graduated, like when I was going to certain events, interviews. On my way on the subway there, I was literally having some serious panic attack. And the reason I don't feel that awkward is that every single time in my life, when I have that awkwardness or any sort of discomfort, they were actually stretching myself. They were pushing the boundaries of my comfort zone. Whatever the event or situation is, the next time something similar happens, the emotion simply gets less overwhelming. You know, the first time I feel like a big deal, but the 10th time, I probably didn't even notice anything. It's just part of my comfort zone right now. And in other words, my comfort zone has expanded. And the best thing about this is, the other person I was interacting with can also feel that I was comfortable, and that's making them comfortable. But on the flip side, if I seem nervous, chances are they pick that up and they feel the same way and they want to exit the conversation. So really, feeling awkward is a good thing. It means that you're growing. This is an opportunity for you to learn something new. It expands your comfort zone and tolerance, and also your ability to handle different situations. And that comes to my key message for this video, is that never run away from awkward situations. Because the thing about comfort zone is, it's not static. It's either shrinking or it's expanding. It's your choice. So if you keep avoiding awkward moments like this, like you keep being like, oh, this is gonna be so awkward, I can't take it, let me just leave the venue, let me just take myself out of a situation. Eventually, you're gonna make this your default. You're gonna make this your automatic response. Your comfort zone is probably gonna get smaller and smaller because of fear. But if you do the opposite, you put yourself out there, get yourself in, experience that moment, experience that emotion, and feel that emotion, and really embrace it. Over time, you're definitely gonna realize your comfort zone gets bigger and bigger, especially at the end. You'll notice, you know, you're still alive, nothing bad happens, nobody was hurt. That was just an emotion that you experienced. And personally, the way I push myself is I treat this as a binary selection. It's like, if I pick something wrong, it's detrimental. But then if I execute the correct action, I grow. It's just that simple. And then finally, don't ever think watching this video itself and getting a 10-minute excitement boost is gonna help you. You actually have to do something about it instead of just mentally masturbating. Hopefully that resonates and makes some sense to you. Let me know if this is helpful and what you think, because I read the comments. If you like this video, click that like. If you want to chat with me, you can add my social and my contact. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next.
Been so blind. I just live a fast life, forget about the